Welcome to Girls in Gaming, this is Catrina Dennis. Today we're going to be talking about the iconic Samus. Samus was one of the first female heroines in gaming, effectively breaking a chain of damsels in distress and paving the way for characters such as Lara Croft or Portal's Chell. Samus made her debut in Nintendo's Metroid, first on the Famicom and then on the Nintendo system. So at her very core, she is a badass chick in a suit. We didn't really get to know too much about her until Other M, but until then, she was a brave, powerful chick who was actually revealed to be a girl at the end of the game. Fun fact about Metroid, she was actually called a man in the player guide. Samus is strong, stern, and cold due to her terrible, terrible backstory. She was raised on planet K2L until this big lizard sucker guy came and killed her parents, and she was taken in by these bird people called the Chozo. The Chozo were an ancient race of aliens who were bird people, thanks Japan, who ended up infusing her with their DNA and giving her a power suit and training her to fight. She eventually joined the Galactic Police Force, but disbanded from them after a disagreement with Commander Malkovich. She went on to become a bounty hunter and one of the best in the galaxies. So you don't get too much about Samus until Other M. Until then, she's basically a hollow character that you play through the game with. But in Other M, you do get a lot of her backstory. You get why she was orphaned, you get why she is so cold, and you actually get a lot of backstory based off of Metroid 2 when she finds the baby. And you get a lot of Samus's personality based on her relationship with the baby, who is a hatched Metroid that pretty much followed her out after she defeated the Mother Brain. But then in Other M, the baby is destroyed along with the rest of Planet Zebes, and you get a lot more on Samus's character. She's actually inner monologuing through most of the game. That's really cool because you actually get to see who she is, why she joined the police force, why she left it, and what she's doing right now based off of what's happened to her. You also get to hear her voice for the first time, not including the little cameos in Captain N. I like Samus because she's a strong, brave character who really broke what was expected of female characters in video games back in the day. Samus has been a loner for most of the Metroid series outside of Other M, and I think what would be really great to see from her is possibly having a crew under her belt and being able to lead people, because we don't see too much of her relationships with others in all the other games. Samus is a fantastic character who I believe could be a great leader if she was able to shake off her fear of possibly letting everyone down. Even when we see Baby die, most of her dialogues throughout Other M are about the baby, and it's about how much she cared about this little alien that came out of nowhere and decided to follow her along because he thought that she was his mother. So her gunship actually has its own AI, which is really cool because it thinks and acts on its own. It was mainly there to store mission data before, but now it's become a character of its own in the Metroid series, and it's basically her companion. So Samus is an incredibly popular character and has withstood the test of time as one of Nintendo's iconic female characters. She's paved the way for so many new games, and she's also been a guest star in so many different forms of media. She's one of my favorite characters to play in the Smash Brothers games, and she also appears in Captain N as one of the main love interests for the main character. To find out more about Samus, I would really recommend playing Other M, and looking forward to titles on the Wii U, hopefully, where we get to see more and more of Samus. For Girls in Gaming, this is Catrina Dennis signing off. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys!